Please welcome Fiorella Basso.
Hola. My name is Fiorella. I was born in Venezuela, which is a Spanish-speaking country. And my family is Italian, so this was the only language we spoke at home. And part of this Italian heritage was staying at the table for hours after eating, just talking. And at a certain point, when I grew older, everybody in this table was speaking Italian except me. And it felt really sad because it went beyond forgetting words. It felt like a distance from me and my own family. Later on, I decided to study French. And now I'm also forgetting it, which is extremely frustrating because this time I spent a lot of time and effort learning it. This is a common problem because a language is like a muscle. If you don't exercise it, it goes away. And there are tons of offerings for learning a language, but these don't really work for people like me who already know or have studied the language because we have different interests and different goals that learners do. And if you want to maintain a language on your own, it's really hard because it requires a lot of discipline and a lot of motivation. Even a world-known polyglot, when he was asked for advice, said this: "But we believe people shouldn't have to try hard. We should just be able to enjoy using their languages." And this is why I created Wordly. Wordly helps multilinguals maintaining their languages without it feeling like a chore. And we do this through in-person experiences and an online community that create a support system to guide us. So to tell you more about this, I will be using the Wordly app. As a first-time user, I first have to select the language I want to practice and my fluency level so that Wordly can provide appropriate content for me. Once signed in, I can scroll through the courses, and these are the core at Wordly. They immerse users in the language through culture-related activities. So it's less about the language, and it's more about what you can do and learn with it. Each specific course provides a deep dive into a specific topic. And it has a series of sessions that allow for regular practice because just like working out, we see improvement over time, not the first time we go to the gym. This one sounds like fun, so I'll RSVP. Cool. Now that I have signed up for my first experience, I have access to the full app where I can start practicing right away with our conversation clubs. And these are online group conversations that are topic-based, pushing users to improve their skills through more diverse and in-depth conversations rather than just talking for the sake of talking. They are a great complement to our experiences because they allow users to practice regularly and even in between those sessions. So now that I have signed up for the French pastry course, a conversation was automatically created with everybody who's attending. And content is posted regularly so we can read and also it can spark conversation. I can also choose other conversations I'm interested in participating or create my own. Wordly users benefit from regular opportunities to practice, having enough exposure to the language, and also having a structure to follow. Our experiences are great for real-world speaking practice, while our conversation clubs focus on reading and writing skills, making Wordly an all-embracive solution for maintaining a language in a really fun and effective way. Our revenue comes from our courses, and this is our price range, which varies depending on the type and the complexity of the activity. You could think this is a lot, but if we compare it to a single language class in New York City, or just a regular cooking class, ours sounds like a pretty good option considering all that we offer. We have also flexible immersion packs where users can pick their courses and when they want to do them. And we add bigger discounts with the more activities you commit to encourage users to return and keep practicing over time. We know this is an opportunity worth pursuing because the language learning global market was nearly $52 billion in 2014. And as this number continues to grow, so will the number of multilinguals who want to keep their fluency levels. We'll reach our audience starting with the in-person experiences to appeal to people that are truly invested in their language goals, which will help us build a strong community. And to push this, we will offer a double loop referral, where I get rewarded for referring a friend, and he gets instantly rewarded as well. We have already started connecting with users. We created a prototype on the Meetup website where we have almost 800 people who have signed up. We also hosted our first event where people practice French while learning how to make crepes from a native. It was actually a lot of fun. So for our MVP, we will launch as a website, sending a special invitation to our Meetup users. And we will start by hosting experiences in New York City in French only. For this, our startup costs will be just over $100,000. And our main cost at this point will be renting the space for these experiences. We'll start with 3 hosts, making a profit of a little over $30,000. At this time, we will also be prototyping our conversation clubs with existing messaging platforms. In phase 2, we will expand our offering based on demand. And with a total of 7 hosts, we will be able to have an even bigger profit. In this stage, we will be launching our full app with the conversation clubs included. For phase 3, our most exciting move will be rolling out a host program where qualified multilinguals and super users can become hosts, and they can submit their own course ideas, which will expand our offering and allow us to have an even larger profit. Once our structure and our host program is solid, we'll be able to scale and replicate to other cities and other languages easily. So today we're looking for investors to help us launch, and for this we're asking the total of our startup cost. And we're also looking for French speakers in New York City interested in becoming hosts. So if you or anybody you know are interested, let them know. You don't have to be native in the language, only fluid and be comfortable with groups. And for the rest of you, I invite you to join us today at beworldly.com for updates in our launch, and to be the first one to have an immersive language experience.
Les crêpes, ça vient surtout du nord, est de la Est-ce que c'est une façon
C'est cool, c'est un village. Enfin, c'est genre. Donner toute sa saveur. La main réchauffe. C'est moderne.
Bah voilà, c'est passé.
Thank you.